The OpenAI chatbot was released for public use a while ago. Big whoop, right? Well, the thing is pretty smart and can help us write some code for our games. So let's put that to the test, shall we? Let's start simple. I'll ask it to generate some code for us to make a game of Pong. That should be easy enough. Okay, that's pretty fast. It didn't quite finish though, so you need to at least understand the code to the degree that you can figure that kind of thing out on your own. Once it finished generating the rest of the code though, it gave me a short explanation of what the code does and how it works. I can just copy and paste this into a class in Unity, and after making a couple of missing variables, it just works. Now, this obviously needs some more work. The ball is moving too slowly, and so is the AI paddle. But let's take a step back here and realize that this was generated in about 10 seconds, and it only took me about a minute to set up in Unity. But it doesn't have a score system yet, so let's ask it to write one for us. And when we do, we see it doesn't just give us a bit of code to slot into the existing code we have, it actually rewrites the whole thing with the new addition included. Which is both awesome and annoying. Since I had to change a few things about the code, it would be nice if I could just slot in some code with the instructions as to where it should go. But to be fair, being able to just replace the code it spits out makes it very beginner friendly. So with the text, it doesn't actually use TextMesh Pro, which makes sense, it probably thinks that's a plugin that not everyone will have. But it also shows another shortcoming that we're already running into. It's writing all the code for the whole game in this one class, assuming more or less everything will be in this one game object. Which on the one side makes for a super long wall of code that is a mess to actually read through. But more importantly, it becomes an issue when we add something like these UI elements, which will need to be updated, since those will be a separate game object on a canvas. Of course, much like how I spent literally a minute fixing up the base code, it's easy to change a few things around and make this work. Much faster than writing the code by myself, that's for sure. Now, let's throw something fun at it. Pong is a limited game to work with, but what if we tried adding some RPG mechanics into it? Once again, I'll have to redo a handful of changes I've made into the code on my own, but it added a level up mechanics based on the score, and an actual gameplay impact too, making you go faster and grow bigger as you level up. So, is it perfect at making games? No, certainly not. But that's not the point. You don't want to put in a simple text prompt and have it spit out a whole game. What it can do is generate individual scripts for functionality in your game and give you an idea as to where to start working and how the basic shape of an idea will take form. From there, as a programmer, you're still going to have to touch up things or change things around to make them work better in the much more complex context of your game. In much the same way that using a diffusion model to generate images shouldn't be a shortcut to just generate images and turn them into an easy NFT, but it can be used as a good base to make something like a texture for your game objects. This isn't an answer to not being able to code, at least not yet, but it will be a very powerful and useful tool going forward. I just wanted to make this short little video to explore the idea of using an AI to write something simple like this. And I'm not sure if I will end up using this thing for my own game development in the future. Not for my current projects, anyway. Speaking of which, if you want to keep up to date with my old-fashioned manual coding and development, you can hit the subscribe button down below this video and hit the bell icon along with that if you want to follow me. Until the next time, thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you later.